This is the tablecloth I started with, and these are the trousers I ended up with. Today I'm going to show you how I upcycled these in just a few hours using my Picnic Culotte sewing pattern. So we were having a bit of a heat wave last week in the UK, so obviously I made the most of it and set up my sewing stuff outside. I started off by carefully placing my main trouser pieces, deciding where I wanted the lace detailing to be and making sure that the left and right sides were symmetrical. I double checked I had my 2 front pieces, 2 back pieces, 4 pocket pieces and 4 ruffle pieces, and then I was ready to start sewing. I also like to overlock my pocket edges and side trouser edges before starting. Firstly, I placed my front and back pieces right sides together and attached at the inner leg seam before pressing the seam open, creating a right and left leg section. I then placed these sections right sides together, matching notches, and stitched together along the curved centre seam. I also overlocked this to reinforce it. Next, I opened up my trousers to lay right side up and place my pocket pieces at the 4 side edges, matching the pocket notch. I attached these with a 1 cm seam allowance before pressing the seam towards the pocket and top stitching. So here's what we have so far. A full trouser section currently open at the side seams. I placed my trousers flat again with right sides together and pinned the layers in place. To secure the side seams, I stitched from the trouser hem to 6 cm above where the pocket ends, then 4 cm below where the pocket starts to the waist, as well as all the way around the curved pocket edge. I clipped the side seam just above and below the pocket, pressing the side seams open, but the pockets towards the front of the trousers before pinning to hold them in place. While I had the iron out, I also pressed 1 cm of the top edge to the inside, followed by another 3 cm to form the waistband channel, which I stitched in place close to the fold, leaving around 5 cm open at the back of the waistband channel. I got my waist elastic and measured out my lower waist measurement minus around 5 inches, cut it, seared the edges, and attached a safety pin to the end to guide it through my waistband channel. Make sure to keep the end of the elastic poking through the opening before checking the elastic is lying flat, attaching the ends, and closing the waistband channel at the back. Now onto the final section. I made use of a finished edge of my tablecloth when I cut out these ruffle pieces, but if you're working with a new fabric, you might want to finish the raw edges or double the width and fold these pieces. I attached the short ends of my ruffle pieces to create 2 fabric loops and stitched 2 parallel long length stitches near the raw edges to gather these. I placed the ruffles right sides together on the lower trouser leg and pinned at the matching side seams. I then carefully pulled the long stitches together until I could evenly pin the sections together and stitch. I just finished this by removing any visible long stitch thread and pressing the seam up. And here are the finished picnic trousers upcycled from a secondhand tablecloth. I really love how these turned out. They're super summery and comfortable and really didn't take long to make. Link in my bio for the digital sewing pattern.